Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Yes, a pretty damn special beer. So we've got a beer from the Trillium Brewing Company, and this is their Mettle and Double IPA. It's coming in at 8.4% ABV. Bit of artworkage going on there. So I'm at a bottle share, and my good friend Saison Sai, and thought I'd bring this along. I didn't want to drink this sort of beer on my own, so yeah. So these guys are out of Boston, Massachusetts, and also Canton, Massachusetts. They've got two sites in the northeast of the United States of America. Their information, there is a bit more. It's brewed with, according to Untapped at least, it's dry hopped with Amarillo and Citra. And it goes into tasting notes, which we don't want to do. Believe it or not, this is not actually my first beer from Trillium. A couple of years ago, me and Jake, we went to a tap takeover at Beavertown Brewery in North London, and I had 8 beers on. I think we tried 6 of them. And also I had some beers in February, I can't remember off the top of my head, but was a bit too drunk then when we was in Birmingham, when a load of good friends turned up, and yeah, Harry brought these across. Who I got this from? Appreciate it, bud. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing this can with a good friend, so let's do a review beforehand. Wow. That just looks creamy coming out of the glass. We'll leave it like that. So I mean, look, beer in a glass, it's just hazy, dense looking beer. Didn't pour much of a head, maybe it's my pour or whatever. Incidentally, I've had this beer a little while, so this is February the 19th of 2019. This is actually canned. It's around about the time that we had some beers from this brewery before when this was canned, so that's kind of coincidence. We're reviewing this on I think it's the 12th of April today. Yeah, 12th of April. So yeah, it looks super creamy, kind of a nice, kind of a dense looking orange juice like haze as you would expect for this kind of style of beer, which is a double IPA. So yeah, part of the haze craze. Let's give it a swirl and get an aroma on this fine looking beer. Wow, okay. I've got like, it reminds me of, yeah, I mean there's a lot of citrusy notes coming through, but it's got a lovely kind of pillowy, soft, there's almost like a slight kind of onioniness to the beer, garlic almost. A touch of there's almost like a slight kind of perfumey edge almost. Bit of mango, passion fruit, kind of soft pale stone fruits, that sort of thing. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Wow. Well, that mouthfeel is just... Let's go again. Soft, not too sharp, clean, but quite dense as well, all together on one mouthful. Wow, what a beer. So there is that kind of slight oniony, garlicky kind of flavour that's coming through in this one. Let's put that up there so you can see what it is. I mean, I cook a lot with onions and garlics, like especially like even yesterday. There's also a little bit of kind of, there's a slight herbaceous thing going on there, maybe a little bit of thyme. But yeah, it's mainly mango, grapefruit, touch of peach. There is also a little bit of that creaminess of the oats. I assume this has got brewed with oats. I would imagine so. Most of these beers. Doesn't really say actually, there's not much on the can. Let's say on the commercial description. Doesn't really say anything there. But yeah, there is a kind of a very aromatic kind of, almost like a slight kind of vinous sort of thing going on. White grape almost. But you wouldn't think this is, was it 8 point? I keep forgetting the ABV of things. 8.4. So it's a 1 pint. I guess that's like, I don't know. Is it 460 something fluid ounces? I don't know. Someone will tell me. Obviously it's going to be a longer review because I don't know when I'm going to next get a can of something of this kind of calibre. So, yeah, there is that more passion fruit coming through now. Pale stone fruits. It's just a cracking beer. Cracking beer. There is a little bit of, I wouldn't say it's quite sweet, not very, it's quite sweet. Low bitterness I'm picking up on this. Don't know the IBUs. It's probably just a very well balanced beer. It could be, I don't know, it could be 60 IBU beer or you know, plus, and it's just very well balanced. I'm not picking that up at all. I don't know, but it's a very well made beer though, all the same, you can just tell. But the mouthfeel is just like, in terms of a rating then, I actually don't think that and I've said this before in other kind of hyped up hazy beer breweries from America, that I don't think the UK are that far behind. Just possibly the mouthfeel on here and there. I think one or two breweries in the UK, say like Verdant, are on this level. And certainly another one which I think is probably the best brewery in the UK at the moment, Daya. When we went to visit the brewery, their beers just blew me away. The mouthfeel was like this, you know, on this level, and it wasn't just restricted to one beer. I think we tried about 10 beers, every single one. The mouthfeel, even on some of the stouts, was like mind blowing. So I really would put them up there. Plus you've got other breweries like Wylam in the UK. I think they're producing brilliant stuff, and I think in the last year or so, North Brewing Company out of Leeds, together with Magic Rock, are just absolutely, and there's one or two others as well, just, you know. Anyway, let's get back to this from Trillium. Yes, this is a world-class beer. You can just drink this and get into serious trouble. That's it. In terms of a rating then, for me, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, so it's a 4.5 on the Untapped scale. I know I'm very fortunate to be able to get my hands on this beer in the UK, of course, so yeah, if you've been lucky enough to get hold of this or any other Trillium beers, put your comments down below, even though I can't get them or whatever. It's still nice to know what people think about something like this or a brewery like this, so but yeah, I'll give it a quick look on Untapped for the ratings. I'm just going to go over it very briefly because I've only got my mobile. So 89 people, because I've got a lot of contacts in America, have had this beer. It's coming in 4.35, and look at that, 39,000 ratings of this beer. It's coming in at the same 4.35. So they've averaged that out over a lot of people, and I'm giving this a 4.5. I think it's a staggeringly good beer. So yeah, let me know if you've had this before, as I've said. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, that'd be really cool. And I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.